provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
I'm Mark Auerbach. Join me every Friday at 8 a.m. for Arts Beat, where you'll meet interesting actors, directors, designers, and musicians here in Western New England.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Good morning and welcome to Superintendent Spotlight. It is Thursday, March 13th. Tomorrow is a professional development day for the district, but Westfield River Elementary School and Westfield High School have half days. So the high school is because last Friday we had to close the high school because they lost power for the day.
Yes, they did.
And so we had to make up the day. And Westfield River, this is still carrying over from their move in January, so they're doing some make-up time then. So just a reminder to folks, no school for everybody except Westfield High School, Westfield River. It's a half day.
Yeah, and that was a freak accident at Westfield High School.
Sure was.
It was. And
That's like a 1 in a million.
But you know what? They actually had Asplin go in and cut down some trees.
They did.
And that's actually good because it's not the first time a tree has fallen on the wire.
On the power lines, right.
There was another time we had a bird that did something to a transformer.
I remember that.
Yeah, that one, the bird didn't make it.
No, the bird did not make it.
No.
Poor kid.
But luckily it did not end up on our show.
Right.
As a food item. So there you go. All right, so there's that. Next week is, I think, a pretty big, what do we got going on next week? There's a school committee meeting Monday night, and then we have the following week, we have our career fair. So if you haven't registered, I looked this morning, we're up to 65 businesses.
That's fantastic.
Fair. And tomorrow is supposedly the last day to register. Of course, we'll take late entries anyway. But
right.
If you are interested, the flyer and the QR code is on our website. It's under news, and then it's also on our Facebook page. If you scroll down, I posted it a couple days ago. I'll repost it today. But 65, we're shooting for 75 businesses every year, and that is March 27th. From 9:30 to 12:15, engage in conversations with students about their career or industry, and recruit local students for internships and job opportunities. And I love that experience because there are a group of kids who always walk out with a job from that career fair. And some terrific knowledge about careers, talking with some of our people that are in the field. Today is also Popcorn Lovers Day.
Popcorn Lovers Day.
Celebrated the second Thursday in March, salted popcorn, buttered popcorn, caramel corn, kettle corn, cheddar, right? Smart food, right? Yeah. And the goal is to consume today anything and everything that appeals to you that's popcorn. So stop holding out, begin popping your favorite snack and with friends and family and start nibbling right away. Do you like popcorn?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I sometimes just listening to you talk, I was thinking back as a kid. Remember those tins you used to get that were split into thirds? You had buttered popcorn, then you had like cheese, and then caramel
In the middle.
Yeah, but good popcorn once in a while. Yeah, a little hot sauce on it, maybe.
Hot sauce?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Popcorn with some hot sauce.
Do you have a favorite? Do you like microwave? Do you have a favorite popcorn? Is there like...
Oh, I don't think there's any one particular brand.
There are different, though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Do you like popcorn?
Sure.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite?
I eat Skinny Pop Pop.
Skinny Pop.
Skinny Pop.
It supposedly has less calories and such, right?
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm the opposite. Salted butter, extra salt, extra butter.
Absolutely. Oh, my God. But that's the unhealthiest way
Right,
to have
right.
it, of course, right?
Yeah.
And the rea-
Homemade with
Home-
Parmesan cheese.
Homemade, Pete. How do you do that?
I have
Cook
a
it
thing called a whirly pop.
What is that?
You put it on your stove, and you could do up to like 6 ounces. And you spin it like you would a commercial popcorn maker, and it's aluminum, so it distributes heat incredibly well, and it pops within a couple minutes.
Does it taste better than like a bag of microwave popcorn?
Absolutely.
I feel like
It's
microwave
far
popcorn
superior.
has a lot of chemicals, maybe.
It does.
In
It's shelf
comparison to-
stable. There's only so many ways you can make oil shelf stable.
Right.
And none of it's healthy, really, right? I mean, I don't think it's very good for you. I used to love going to the movies and getting like a big tub.
I was thinking
popcorn.
about that.
And I'm with you. I'd be like, can I have some extra butter? And they put that whatever, probably not even butter.
It's coconut oil.
Yeah.
Is that what that is? Coconut oil?
And that's how you pop it at home, too. You pop it with coconut oil.
Yeah. I don't know. It tastes delicious though.
Absolutely.
Do you like smart food? Like the cheddar one?
Yeah, my son loves smart food. Yeah, it's pretty
That's a
good.
good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also not healthy.
No.
No.
And they have one from Smart Food that's caramel. It's a mix of caramel and cheddar.
Interesting.
That would be good.
It actually is one of my favorite. The cheddar and the caramel are balanced. I don't know. They balance the sweet. I don't know if that makes any sense. It just balances really well. Kind of want some popcorn now. Although it gets all in your teeth and stuff, so that's not really great either. But all right. So today we have our to my right is Becky Decker. She is the secretary at Fort Meadow Early Childhood Center, and to my left is Chris Rogers, of course. Welcome back, Chris. We missed you last week.
Thank you. Good to be back.
And then we also have John Skedger,
Jonathan.
principal of Fort Meadow. So we're going to talk Fort Meadow today, John.
All right.
What do you think about that?
It's great.
All right.
Great place
Tell
to
us-
be. Great place to work.
Absolutely. And we know what's happening at the end of
Right,
this year,
right.
and obviously it's not ideal. But we're going to continue in spirit, right? So you got any events coming up that I know you've got a Transportation Day coming up.
Yeah, we have Transportation Day on April 16th. That's always a fun day.
It really is. You got any, who's coming?
We have Westfield Gas and Electric. We
So they have
the-
some cool equipment.
Yeah, the tech students will come, different programs, horticulture.
Horticulture.
I think they're going to bring the Mustang this year. Did they bring it last year?
They brought the Mustang last year. The
Like-
aviation program will come.
Yeah, they usually bring like a glider or something, right?
Yeah,
That's one of the
Barnes.
popular ones, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very popular. Barnes Airport will bring some large
Didn't they bring a big plow last year? Or
plow
something?
and maybe a sweeper for the runway. So
Right.
that's exciting. We've got the Sheriff's Department, the Hampden County Sheriff's Department's bringing a boat and some other vehicles. So that's going to be exciting.
It's on my calendar,
Yeah,
by the way.
we have the police department, local and state police. The fire department will come. So it's going to be, I think, the biggest, best transportation day yet.
Nice.
Excellent.
So we're
excellent.
excited.
And the kids get excited. I actually try to stop by that every year because I love seeing the kids, but I like seeing the equipment too. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. I think the kids have a ball. They get in the vehicles. The people with the vehicles show them and tell them how it works, so they're able to actually climb in, try out sirens, different things. But I actually think the people
Can I do
working the
that? I wanna
vehicles
do that. I
have the
wanna turn
most
the
fun.
siren on,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I've heard. The adults really have a ton of fun, so it's a great event.
Well, I've never gotten to turn a siren on before. Have you, Chris?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
Well, it's a stopover.
Bucket list. I have. Bucket list. Well, Pete, I mean, you were emergency management, right?
Still am, yeah.
Yeah, so you get to do that. I never got to do that. What else you got coming up?
Well, we had our Shamrockin' event last night.
That's right. I saw that on the calendar.
Yeah,
How did
so
that
that
go?
wa-
I
that was
couldn't make
fun.
that because I was in other places. But
Yeah,
how
our,
was it?
our PTO puts that on. It's a great event. We had a great turnout, lots of fun, lots of green. So it was all sorts of different activities, scavenger hunts. So it was a great event, great family event.
Well attended?
Yeah, very well attended.
Nice. So Becky, we have green behind us, but no one sees that on the screen. That's what they see. Isn't that pretty cool?
Very cool.
Yeah. It's called chroma key, right, Pete?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly what it's
This
called.
is what we are. Look, this is our studio.
That's the mess that I got to work on the cables out front. But
yeah. So this is the
virtual set.
Yeah, what people see is a little bit better.
The magic of TV.
That's just awesome. Like I
Very
think
cool.
the only thing we tell people, and I forgot to mention it, and I'm glad you didn't wear green today because March is a green month, right? People
Yes,
tend
it
to wear
is.
green. So thank you for not wearing green because you would have been a talking head.
Right.
Because you would have blended right into
Right
the
into the
screen.
wall.
That's happened.
Yeah, it's happened. Kevin Daly, never forget it, wore a Celtic shirt.
That's
Oh,
funny.
boy.
He was a talking head with a shamrock in Celtics. So, Becky, you've been at Fort Meadow for some time now.
27 years.
27
Wow.
years. And how long have you been in the district?
27
27 years. So
Wow.
you started and been at
Started
Fort
and I
Meadow at the
stayed,
same
yep.
time. Good for you. Well, we love having you, and Jonathan
Absolutely.
speaks very highly of you,
Yes,
so I'm
he
going to
does.
talk to him.
Thank you
we're
for
talking
having
about
me.
you. Our pleasure. Are you still nervous?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
All right.
Doing great.
You're doing great. It's pretty easy going. And you have other events coming up through the rest of the year.
We do. Yeah, we have a farm will be visiting us, bringing some animals, baby animals.
Nice.
So that's going to be a great event.
When is that?
That's going to be in May. Yep.
Okay. Let me know about that, too.
I will.
like
That's
that
yeah.
stuff.
We had them come last year, and that was a hit. Yeah.
Animals are great. I remember I went to a summer program where they had animals come in preschool last year. They did a summer program from a grant, and I don't know. There was like someone that looked the chicken from Looney Tunes. Come on, the Foghorn Leghorn.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah, remember him? Yeah,
Yeah,
looked just
big
like
rooster.
him. Yeah, they don't play those on TV anymore, huh?
I don't think so. That's long.
Last time, I don't even think our kids know who Bugs Bunny is.
No. Saturday mornings used to be.
Do you remember
cartoons.
Saturday mornings were all cartoons?
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved that. I used to love the new Scooby-Doo movies. What? You don't like Scooby-Doo?
No, are you referring to the original cartoons?
Yeah.
Yeah, not the movies that came out.
No, the
10
movies are
years ago.
terrible.
Yeah, I was going to say that's for sure.
All these remakes. No, they're not necessarily that great. So, all right, Pete, we're going to take. So here's the deal. We play 4 songs, and you have to try to guess the year that these songs. It's all 1 year that they were on the top 100 Billboard songs. So they were one of the 100 most popular songs of that given year. And our first one is number 72. There we go.
Well, I was born in a small town, and I live in a small town. Probably died in a small town, oh, small communities. All my friends are from small town. My parents live in the same small town. My job is a small town, but there's little opportunity. Educated in a small town, taught to fear Jesus in a small town. Used to daydream in that small town. Another boring romantic, that's me. But I've seen it all in a small town. Had myself a ball in a small town. Met an LA dollar, brought her to this small town. That small town, just like me. No, I cannot forget from where it is that I come from. I cannot forget the people who love me. Yeah, I can be myself here in this small town, and people let me be just what I want to be. feel hayseed enough to say, look who's in the big town. My bed is in a small town. Oh, that's good enough for me. Well, I was born in a small town, and I can breathe in a small town. Gonna die in a small town. Oh, that's probably where they bury me.
Underwriting is brought to you by Boise Cascade Distribution, providing products and services needed for building material dealers, home improvement centers, and industrial customers. They offer everything from engineered wood and plywood to Drex decking and railing, James Hardie siding, and Advantech subfloor. Located at 33 Fowler Street Extension in Westfield and on the web at bc.com, they are committed to providing quality products, great service, convenience, and value.
Saturdays were made for polka. Tune in to the Polka Jammer Network starting at 6 a.m. and Polka Hall of Famer Billy Bellina, Breakfast at BB at 8:30.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Wow, Pete, look at that.
Bet you didn't know you were on that big of a set.
No, that's new.
No, it's always been there. I just zoomed it all the way out.
I never knew it was that big. Wow, I like
awesome.
that. It's pretty great. All right, so that was Small Town by John Cougar Mellencamp. That's when he had both names.
That's right.
Right, Cougar and Mellencamp. Because he was John Cougar and then John Mellencamp.
That song was a hit for a while, so that's your red herring. It's got to be.
It is my
It's
red
got to
herring.
be.
It is.
That was a hit for a long time.
It is. You know, so yesterday I had the opportunity to tape with Mark Auerbach at Westfield River Elementary School, the new elementary school. So we did 3 shows, and so they're going to be aired at some point during our hour, but also obviously for Mark. And we got to talk to, obviously, Jill Phelan, the principal, and Christopher Manfredi.
Right.
And then we also got to talk to 2 students from that were talking about the school, how big it is, and just the differences between their old schools and this. They're just amazing. You know, one of the things I think about the new school that some of the older buildings lack is just the natural light that
Sure, the
comes into
natural
that
light.
building.
Right.
It's terrific. And then after that, we taped another show with the Westfield High School Chorus, and they did some songs. And then the Westfield High School was the jazz band, right, Pete, for the 3rd hour, I think? I think we lost
Yeah, I
Pete.
believe so.
He's there.
The
The
jazz
band.
combo.
Jazz combo.
So it was a pretty good show. So those will be on. So I want to promote that. But I just want to shout out Brady LePage, who works. He works for you, Pete, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and he's a student here, and he basically produced our shows yesterday.
Yep.
Good for him.
Because I was originally stuck here for Velas, and then Velas got called to the State House, so he canceled at the last minute.
Yeah.
And I just left Brady to, marching forward because he had it under control.
Yeah, he did a great job for us. So I just want to shout out Brady. He's a senior. He's graduating. He's a senior in IT, right, Pete?
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's finding out that the broadcasting industry is a lot of IT crossover nowadays.
Well, I mean, you're kind of an IT guy, right?
Yeah,
That's
I had to be.
Yeah. So if you're in this field, you have to be in IT. Yeah. Yeah. So what's going on at Fort Meadow tomorrow for professional development?
So we have Tools of the Mind training.
All right. What is that for anyone who might be? It's something we're using across our preschools, right?
Yes, yep. It's a curriculum that I believe 2 years ago was introduced to our district.
Yep.
And so now, between last year and this year, our teachers are being trained in that curriculum. So we have a trainer coming in from Colorado. She's going to spend some time in all the classrooms, not just our school, but other preschools, kind of touching base with the teachers, seeing how everything's going.
So you implemented Tools of the Mind this year.
So Tools of the Mind is fully implemented this year. We are making some modifications and adjustments working with the trainer because we're the half day program.
Right.
So it's a little different from the full day programs, but it's been going well. So our teachers will be doing professional development in that tomorrow.
What is Tools of the Mind? You say it's a curriculum, but for our parents who probably have no idea, what is it? What is it?
Well, it's a curriculum. It follows basically like the DESE guidelines and DESE curriculum that's set forth. So,
DESE is the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, for those of you that don't know.
right. So, it's basically a curriculum that's used across many preschools. It's language. There's letters. There's colors. There's different themes. It's a lot of play-based.
Play-based learning.
Play-based learning. So.
And it's also like interactive, right? I mean, the
kids are up, and it's a lot of communication between students and staff, sharing ideas, learning from each other. So it's definitely like hands-on and a lot of movement, a lot of creative play, and
which we all need.
Right.
Not just preschool kids.
Yeah,
we all
exactly.
need that in terms of adults. So and moving forward, right? So when is the last day at Fort Meadow this year?
I defer to Becky on that. Becky, when is our last day?
I believe we end 1 week before.
So
district.
I want to point out, so we sent out our newsletter and there was an edit that was not made. Our last day of school is actually June 18th. We only had one snow day.
Right.
We were actually going back and forth on that. And I'm like, was it 1 or 2? But it was 2 delays.
We had 2 delays.
And a snow day. So I will send out a correction on the last day of school.
Okay.
And they all
soon.
happened on a Thursday. I think all of them happened on a Thursday.
They did, because we didn't have a show for like a month.
That's right. We had a month off.
We had a month off of the show, which it makes me sad because I like doing this and I like having our guests and kind of showcasing what's going on at our schools. I think it's
Right.
really important to do. So, so if you're a week before, so that's a Wednesday, the 18th, and that's the other problem is that, I mean, I'm hopeful we have no more snow,
Same.
right? We don't want any more snow
I think
now.
I think we're going to be okay.
You think we're done?
I think we're.
We had a little snow last night up in the Hatfield area.
You did?
Yeah, just a dusting, but we did have our ground was covered this morning. But I think we're almost done.
So, because if we have another snow day, right, so June 19th is Juneteenth. That's a day off. It's a holiday.
That's right.
Right.
So then we'd have to have, so you'd have everyone else would come to school on the 18th, have the 19th off, and then a half day on that Friday. No one would come.
No.
Yeah, that would be a.
That would not be a good attendance
Not a
day,
good
Mr.
attendance.
Rogers. I'm just telling you, after a day off like that, I mean, people would leave for vacation. So no more snow days, Pete, okay? Can we not do that? And all actuality, I looked at the weather forecast. It's going to be 65, I think.
Yeah, looking good.
Saturday.
That is
Perfect.
looking good.
And then 63 or something on Sunday, but rain. But that's okay. It's not snow. It's not going to snow at 63.
Yeah.
And even looking ahead, we're in the 50s for the most time during the day. So I think Chris is right on that we're out of the danger zone of snow. I
The
hope.
woods.
Because that last snowstorm with all that ice really weighed
Yeah.
a lot.
Heavy.
Pun intended. It was heavy. It
Yeah.
was awful, and the ice stuck around. Then we got that freeze. I mean, I feel like we got like all of winter in like 3 weeks.
In February.
Yeah,
whole
the
month,
whole month.
Yeah,
was
the whole
just-
month.
Yeah.
Just not very nice. So, all right. What else about Fort Meadow?
Well, one thing we had talked about in the past is there's a time capsule buried in the cornerstone.
Really?
And I was wondering if maybe we were able to somehow get that out and take a look at it. I think it was put in the height of World War I, 1916, 1917.
Wow.
Is it encased in brick or like?
It's in behind the cornerstone where the date is in the front of the building. That's been confirmed by Dr. Brown from Westfield.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
the mayor. And
Yeah.
Mayor McCabe.
How do we get at it without?
I don't know.
Do we-
I'm going to leave that to Mr. Rogers.
I knew he was going to say that.
Well, we have to get it without compromising
Compromising the
structural-
structure. Right, because it's not like the building is being torn down.
Right.
You know, like we did with like what happened with Franklin Avenue. You know, see Franklin Avenue, you know, and even
Well, they had a time capsule.
yeah,
too,
and
from
Abner
the
Gibbs
90s.
had a time capsule too, and I think we were able to get that out. So we can probably make that work.
Okay.
I was impressed. You know, even the one I looked at with the 90s from Franklin, they were like VHS tapes and stuff, and the majority of people don't have that anymore, I don't think, right?
Probably.
I haven't
not.
I don't
seen
think so.
I haven't seen a VCR in decades.
There's one at Fort Meadow, I'm sure.
You got
We won't be bringing that with us to Munger Hill or Highland.
No, it's just amazing the technology because you don't need that anymore. But I
Right.
remember being a teacher with VHS tapes, and I mean, I was a
Sure.
history teacher, so we showed video clips of things and stuff, and I always had to like before class started, I had to find the spot that I wanted to show. If it was like a 10-minute clip, and then rewind it. Things were so much easier.
How about the 8-track tapes in the cars? Remember those? 8-track tapes, like a VCR. Tape,
Oh, yeah.
except with music on it for your
Yeah,
vehicle.
but the one thing about the 8-tracks is sometimes it was 1, 2, 3, 4, like the tracks. Do you remember that? And
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes I think I had an. Don't laugh at me. I had an ABBA 8-track, and it would skip. It went to the. It like would change a track in the middle of a song.
Probably because it got the tone that's saying that there was the next track. You know, you might find glass plates in there from photographic glass plates in that time capsule.
Maybe.
That's the right era.
It'd be very interesting. I love that stuff.
Yeah, I do too.
It's so interesting to me.
Sure.
I think it's great. So how's the staff? So how many kids do you have at Fort Meadow right now?
So we're about maybe 175-ish.
Oh, we're up.
Are we up?
182.
182.
We have students that are enrolling all the time.
So you have
It's
open
ongoing
enrollment.
Open
right?
enrollment.
Yeah. So people
yeah.
come in as they age into the
Correct.
into the program. What will you end at? Do you think? Is this
I think
about
we'll
the
be-
end?
I think we might have a few more coming. So
Yeah.
probably maybe 190, a little over 190.
Yep,
Right.
pretty close.
And how many classes and how many?
We have 8 classrooms, so we have 8 teachers, half-day program. We have all the related services there, speech and language, OT, PT.
Right.
We have BCBA, that's a behaviorist.
Right.
We have an adjustment counselor, a school nurse. I mean, just phenomenal staff. So
Great services for our kids.
Sure, absolutely.
Which we hope to replicate. We do.
Yeah.
And
All right.
a shout out just to our custodial staff too. They do a great job. Chris can verify that. They do a nice job at the fort, keeping everything clean and tight.
Yeah, and
so.
I think they do. I think they do a pretty good job.
Yeah.
over there. They definitely work hard.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nice. It was interesting. Yesterday, I was at Westfield River. I saw the custodian moving around too, because they're doing breakfast after the bell.
Breakfast after the bell.
A little bit of cleanup. I visited a preschool, and the kid dropped his whole thing of cereal on the floor.
It
It
happens.
didn't have milk.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know what else I was pleased to see is there were interns from Westfield High School there,
Oh, that is nice.
and they were helping out. So I thought that was great. So that's another thing that we do. All right, Pete, we're going to take our next break, and this song is number 65 in the year that we're looking for.
Number 65.
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
Hi, this is Harry Rock, host of Rock on Westfield every fourth Wednesday at 8 a.m. Tune in for my view of this place I call home.
Community Radio 89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
And welcome back to Superintendent Spotlight. Pete, I hope you can grab our quiz music from somewhere because we haven't had a quiz in a while, but we have
It's been a bit.
And also today is Harry Rock's birthday.
I know,
happy
I
birthday,
posted.
Harry.
Happy birthday, Harry. Speaking of Mr. Westfield.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, exactly.
So, wow, interesting. Did you know that popcorn was also a breakfast cereal? They would pour milk and sugar in the 1700s, milk and sugar over popped corn.
That's probably how you got sugar pops.
I'm sure.
Corn pops, right?
Corn
yeah.
pops, but I'm sure they add much more sugar on those things. So, I mean, that's terrible. But I can't give you that one because it's going to be part of the quiz. All right, so here we go. 10 questions. It's multiple guess. We like to call multiple choice. Pete's playing. So you got the scoreboard set up?
It's been such a long time since we've done a quiz. So let's go Jonathan, Becky, Pete, and me. All right.
And this is what you're playing for. So you are playing for a popcorn movie night, although if you ate all of this popcorn in one night, that would be a lot of popcorn. It's got classic salted butter, cheesy garlic parm. That one sounds good. Better white cheddar, creamy, dreamy chive, and for Chris, if he wins, fiery hot pepper.
Wow.
See?
It's a pretty good thing.
Is there a VHS movie in that box?
There is not.
Okay.
There is not.
No VHS.
No. But you get 5 seasonings, and they all look good. I would have everything but the hot pepper one. Not that I'm going to win, but here we go. All right, question number 1. What is the average temperature needed to pop a kernel? Is it A, 212 degrees, B, 450 degrees, C, 300 degrees, or D, 350 degrees? Pete, A, B, C, or D?
212, boiling
212.
point of water.
I'll say D.
D.
300. I don't know what.
That would be C.
C.
I'll also go 212 only because it stands out. It's not everything else is a round number.
Which is why I put it in there to be the red herring.
The herring.
Yes, because the answer is C, 350.
Becky.
Go Becky.
Becky.
Okay.
I thought
you
300 was C. Was it
I-
300 or 350? Oh, 350. Okay.
Becky got it. 2. In every batch of popcorn, there are those kernels that refuse to pop. What are those unpopped kernels called? Is it A, stragglers, B, jawbreakers, C, leftovers, or D, old maids? Jonathan, you're first.
A.
A, stragglers. Chris?
Old maids. Is that what you said it was?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
D.
go with that.
Okay.
I'll say A too.
A, you're going with stragglers. And Pete?
I think I'm going to go with stragglers.
Stragglers. Chris got that one. The answer is old maids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Old maids.
Well, and women could call it old bachelors, I guess.
Yeah.
3. There are several U.S. states that claim to be the popcorn capital of the world. Which of the following is not one of them? Tricky. Is it A, Iowa, B, Indiana, C, Oregon, or D, Nebraska? Pete, you're up.
Popcorn capital of Nebraska.
That is not.
It is not.
Oh, it's not.
Right.
And the choices are Iowa, Indiana, Oregon, or Nebraska.
Oregon.
Okay. Becky?
Oregon.
Chris?
Oregon.
Same. Or
Everybody got that one. All right, you got to throw an easy one in there. 4. Which state in the United States is the largest producer of popcorn? Is it A, Nebraska, B, Oklahoma, C, Iowa, or D, Oregon? Who's that? Jonathan's first.
Nebraska.
Nebraska. Chris.
Corn Huskers. That's Let's see. That's Nebraska.
Okay,
Yeah.
Becky?
I agree.
All right, Nebraska. And Pete?
I think it's Iowa.
It's Nebraska.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pete. All right, 5. Which country is the largest consumer of popcorn? Meaning this country eats the most. Is it A, Canada, B, China, C, the United States, or D, India? Pete, you're up on that one.
I think it's the United States.
Okay?
I'll say the United States.
Okay?
It seems I'm going to go United States too. It just seems like we have so many venues that would
Serve popcorn?
serve popcorn.
All right. And Jonathan?
Yeah, United States.
And so you would think China because they have a ton more people.
Right.
So more people, more eating of popcorn.
Right.
But the answer is the United States. You're all right. Okay. 6. What is the most popular flavor of popcorn in the United States? What is the most popular flavor of popcorn in the U.S.? Is it A, buttered, B, cheddar or cheese, C, caramel, or D, kettle corn? Jonathan.
Butter.
Okay.
Butter.
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 Pete.
Kettle.
Kettle. It's butter. Do you like kettle corn?
It's okay.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you like kettle corn?
It's okay. Sweet and salty.
Not my favorite.
No.
No. No.
Yeah.
Love butter. We'll eat cheddar. And caramel is, because I'm a sugar addict. All right. Number 7. Popcorn has been around for thousands of years. Historians believe that a certain Native American tribe introduced popcorn to the colonists in Massachusetts for the first Thanksgiving in Plymouth. Which tribe was it? Was it A, the Chumash, B, the Penobscot tribe, C, the Oneida tribe, or D, the Wampanoag tribe? Jonathan.
D.
D.
Yeah, Wampanoag.
D.
D. Pete?
I believe it is D.
It is D, Wampanoag. So what are we at now? Who's in the lead?
Well, right now I have 6. Pete has 3. Becky 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as well. Jonathan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. All right. Number 8. Who invented the first commercial popcorn machine? Was it A, Charles Cretors, B, Edward Clough, C, Joseph McMillan, or D, George Haynes? Pete, you're up.
I think it's Clough. For
Clough.
some reason, that's stuck out of my head.
Okay, we got Cretors, Clough, McMillan, or Haynes?
How about Haynes?
Haynes, okay.
McMillan.
McMillan?
Clough.
Clough. The answer is Cretors. Charles Cretors. Yeah.
Anybody get that?
No.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
All right, 9. In what year was microwave popcorn invented? Microwave popcorn. Was it A, 1979, B, 1981, C, 1980, or D, 1978? Jonathan.
79.
79. Chris.
81?
80.
Okay.
I'm in for 81.
81 is the answer. It was Act 2.
That's right. Yeah.
Not my favorite popcorn.
No.
I do. I think I remember that vaguely.
You would think it would be Orville Redenbacher, probably.
That
right?
yeah. I mean yeah.
No,
because Orville Redenbach was still trying to sell traditional popcorn.
Right on the stovetop.
Act
Right.
2.
Which is one of the few that still does.
Do you remember Jiffy Pop? The one that
Yeah.
was on the...
Foil.
Right.
They still sell
Still
that.
sell that.
Yep.
And it was the best when I used to go camping as a kid. Oh, I loved that. You could do it over the fire.
Yep.
Right.
All right, number 10. Which of the following is not a brand of popcorn? A, Pop Secret. B, Butter Pop. C, Orville Redenbacher. Or D, Smart Food. Pete.
Smart Pop.
You mean, so it's Pop Secret, Butter Pop, Orville Redenbacher, or Smart Food? So you're saying Butter Pop or...
Yeah.
Okay.
B.
B.
Can you repeat the question again? Sam?
Yep. Which of the following is not a brand of popcorn? Pop Secret, Butter Pop, Orville Redenbacher, or Smart Food?
I don't think I've ever heard of Butter Pop before. Butter Pop.
Yeah, Butter Pop.
That is the answer. So what do we got?
All right, so John got that one. Did Becky, you get that one as
Yeah.
well?
Everybody.
All right, everybody did across the board. So John, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job there, buddy. You got a total of 6.
6 out of 10.
6
All right,
out of 10.
fourth
Becky,
place.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice job, Becky, with 7. Pete, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I got 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Popcorn.
And again, being a host on the show, I really shouldn't win the prize. So I'm happy to turn it over to Mrs. Dunn.
Oh, gee, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
There you go. All right, Pete, we're going to play our next song. And this song, let me find my stuff here. This song is number 33 in the year that we're looking for.
Number 33.
Spare a little candle, save some light for me. Figures up ahead, moving in the trees. White skin in linen, perfume on my wrist, and the full moon that hangs over these dreams in the mist. Darkness on the edge, shadows where I stand. I search for the time on a watch with no hands. I want to see you clearly, come closer than this. But all I remember are the dreams in the mist. These dreams go on when I close my eyes. Every second of the night, I live another life. These dreams that sleep when it's cold outside. Every moment I'm awake, the further I'm away. Is it cloak and dagger? Could it be spring or fall? I walk without a cut through a stained glass wall. Weaker in my eyesight, the candle in my grip, and words that have no form are falling from my lips. These dreams go on when I close my eyes. Every second of the night, I live another life. These dreams that sleep when it's cold outside. Every moment I'm awake, the further I'm away. There's something out there I can't resist. I need to hide away from the pain. There's something out there I can't resist. The sweetest song is silence that I've ever heard. Funny how your feet in dreams never touch the earth. In a wood full of princes, freedom is a kiss, but the prince hides his face from dreams in the mist. These dreams go on when I close my eyes. Every second of the night, I live another life. These dreams that sleep when it's cold outside. Every moment I'm awake, the further
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Join us every Thursday morning
from 6 until at least 7:30.
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show
right here on WSKB 89.5
Community Radio 89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Welcome back to Superintendent Spotlight, and that song was These Dreams by Heart. Our last song is going to be Glory of Love by Peter Cetera, which was in a movie, if you know what year we're in. Pete, what year are we in?
I think we're in 86.
Okay, Becky?
87?
Chris?
Oh, so the red herring here is Living in America.
Yes, it was number 65 that year.
Right.
By the way, these are all hits when I was in high school, so I know that for a fact.
So Rocky IV came out in 1985, but I believe it was late 85. So
it was a Christmas movie.
It was. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say 86 as well.
John?
I'm going with 85.
And the answer is 86.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And what movie was The Glory of Love by Peter Cetera from?
It was the ice skating movie, wasn't
No.
it?
No. Karate Kid.
Karate Kid 2.
Karate
Yeah,
Kid,
exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
Ralph Macchio, who looks the exact same today, if you see him. Yeah. You know, and we were talking, Pete, because we were talking offline about the price of concerts now.
Oh, my God.
So I had Heart
I remember
tickets.
a concert at Riverside, and there were good big band, national acts coming to Riverside.
I know that. I know. Well, I just got the Counting Crows are coming to Springfield, I guess. I just got a ding on that. And so we're getting some bigger shows because of MGM, I think, probably. I mean, we had Maroon 5 last year. But last year I had tickets to go see Heart because I want to see them before they or I die. And they were $150 each, and that's about what I can swallow, I think. And then Ann Wilson was diagnosed with cancer, which is horrible, right? So they canceled the show, and now she's doing better. So they're back to touring, and the tickets have doubled.
Yeah,
Pete,
it's brutal.
I can't do that. I'm not paying $300 to see a 75-year-old.
Well, remember Aerosmith? They booked Aerosmith in Springfield Civic Center, and I think you couldn't get a ticket for less than $500 or $600.
That's ridiculous.
That's a lot.
I mean, and if you want anything there, food, drink, anything, that's also outrageous. I mean, how are people doing this? And like the Taylor Swift concerts, I mean, people are paying thousands of dollars.
Right.
I mean, really, to see a show?
Hey,
am I just cheap?
No, I'm in a minor league hockey game, $30 a ticket, even in the nosebleeds.
It's just pricing people out of the. I mean, I want to see them, but not at that price.
No,
not affordable.
It's just not affordable anymore. So, which is too bad. I remember, you could get lawn seats at in Hartford. What is that? I was Meadows when I was a kid.
Meadows, right.
It's probably Xfinity something now. So, $15 you could get lawn seats, and I didn't care about that. I prefer the lawn to some degree.
Right.
Now they've just priced it out of business. And speaking of that, tomorrow night, right, Pete? There's an Eras show at Westfield High School for
it's a tribute. Taylor Swift tribute.
I posted about it on our social media too. Do you know, are tickets going well or what?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
That'll probably sell out for people that can't afford to go to the actual Taylor Swift show.
I mean, I'd go to that over because what are tickets for that? 50? 40?
I don't know.
Something in that range.
Yeah.
Well, if you're interested in going, the flyer's on our Facebook page. You can check it out. But that's tomorrow night at Westfield High School. Pete, do they sell tickets at the door, or do they all have to be bought ahead of time?
I don't know if the show's sold out. You might want to contact the high school and see if they're sold out.
If they're sold out. Perfect.
I mean, so this is where the aftermarket is coming in for all these tribute bands. If you can't see them anymore because they're not touring.
Right.
Or B, that it's more affordable. That's where somebody like JPEG Luca and 52 Sumner is going to, I think they're going to do a killing this spring with all the tribute bands they have lined up for that venue.
And I know, he has a Facebook page, right, where he posts some of that stuff. I think I've seen that, his posts. I mean, I don't know, like I can't go see so I saw a Fleetwood Mac cover band last year, or tribute band, and that was good because you're not going to see them tour anymore because Christine McVie passed away, and they're not getting along anyway. I think they kicked out Lindsey Buckingham, so they're not really so they're not really a band anymore. But just wow, the prices are outrageous. All right, so do you remember Cracker Jacks?
Of course.
For the prize.
For the prize, Pete. Remember that? Was it like
you
a tattoo?
people who said you don't like caramel corn.
I love caramel corn. Oh my God, Cracker Jacks, and then the peanuts in it too.
Yeah.
And they always sell Cracker Jacks at a ball game.
Yeah.
The guy walks, or lady, excuse me, walks
Sure.
around with a Cracker Jacks thing, and they try to sell you that. They sell
Right.
popcorn, peanuts, and of course beer, right, and other things. But so Cracker Jacks began in 1896.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Quickly became a staple at baseball games. Following that, the mobile popcorn machine was invented. Popcorn became a mainstay at fairs, parks, and streets because of the innovation. Popcorn was also cheap, and people could buy it even during difficult times like the Great Depression, which is why it's been so enduring. And
Right.
even today, popcorn, compared to other snacks, is reasonably priced, right? So, although the Skinny Pop, is it more expensive than the others?
It's not bad.
Okay. Because typically I find the
Healthier.
the healthier, the
Cost
pricier.
more. Yeah.
Well,
Isn't that-
right,
you know?
right.
So it's a little easy.
Although try buying a party-sized bag of Doritos, like Big Y or something. That's like $7.
It's brutal.
You know what I mean? You're like,
Even at the
buying-
dollar store, it's brutal.
It's not $1, Pete. Is that what you're saying?
That's like $4 or $5.
Yeah. Like everything's so expensive. Orville Redenbacher was launched actually in 1970.
I buy something with my Whirly Pop. I buy Great Northern popcorn, which they sell it for the commercial machine. So it's coconut oil, pre-measured popcorn salt, and popcorn all in one. You just kind of throw it all in the thing and start stirring, and it's movie theater style popcorn.
And it's good?
Yeah.
Are there benefits to eating popcorn, do you think? Is it healthy?
It's a healthier snack.
It's probably
certainly.
better than
It's better than Doritos.
chips and Doritos.
yeah, right. I'm not sure it's something you're going to eat every day. You know what I
Popcorn?
mean? Yeah, I mean for health reasons, but for an occasional snack, it's probably okay.
Well, it's actually quite healthy if you don't put any of the
Put it-
stuff
well,
that John and I
right,
want on our
right,
popcorn. You know, I mean, you dump a ton of salt or all that butter, and all of a sudden you're talking about not so good stuff. Popcorn actually has antioxidants in it, so it is good. And in addition to being really high in fiber, you know, that helps you with. Popcorn is also a whole grain. Did you know that?
Oh, okay.
See? So if you eat plain popcorn, it's a type of food that's been linked to a lower risk of diabetes, heart disease, and hypertension in humans.
Okay.
So there you go. Do you like the unpopped kernels? Like, do you eat those? Anyone try to eat those?
No.
No.
Like, how about the partially popped?
I've had those. Not my
I like
favorite,
'em.
But yeah, they're okay.
I mean, they could break a tooth.
Yeah,
but
I was
I was going to say, be careful with that.
yeah, as we get older, you know.
That's
But you know, I would tell you that I've discovered with a microwave bag of popcorn, at least in my microwave, and I've had my microwave, no lie, for probably 15 or 20 years. It's an oldie, but the thing still works. It's a
Sure.
Magic Chef, so you know, 2 minutes and I'm good. And I probably have about, almost no matter the brand, 10 unpopped kernels. That's it.
Wow.
It's pretty good. So I've learned my microwave. But sometimes you get like half a bag that's unpopped.
Yeah, that's because things were made better.
I agree.
years
Back
ago.
in the day. Now they're made to
Yeah,
break.
Right.
Yeah.
The worst thing is scorching a bag of popcorn, though, right? The smell, first of all, is horrible.
Horrible.
And then you try to eat, and then you get to the burnt part, and
Right.
it's terrible.
Sure.
So, well, today's Popcorn Lovers Day. What can you do? You can make some popcorn. So hopefully I've inspired you to do that, Pete, when you get home. Or you can go to the movies, since movies and popcorn go hand in hand, right? You can certainly buy some popcorn at the store. But I find that I have never been a fan of, like, you can buy a bag of buttered popcorn, like Wise or some brand. Not really good, right? Not in comparison to,
No.
I don't know what it is, but popcorn's also gluten-free.
Yes.
So it's healthy for that too. So it really is. So think about it. If you're looking for a healthy alternative to the Doritos, which are $7 a bag, or potato chips or any of that, popcorn is really, and at one point they actually banned it from movie theaters because they said it was too loud. I don't think people are loud eating popcorn in the movie theater. Is that a problem?
The movie theaters got louder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They did, right. So if everyone starts chowing. But the worst part for me is when I go to the movies and I get the popcorn and you got there a little early and, like I eat half of it just during the previews.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, it's really not that tasty. But. All right. So that's all for Popcorn Day. What else?
Gotcha.
Any last minutes? Our show's over already, Becky. It went by fast, right?
Nice job.
Thank
There you
you.
go. Thank you. You did a great job. Thank you for being on our show today.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Jonathan. Anything you want to shout out about Fort Meadow before we wrap up for today?
Let's see. I'll shout out the staff, as always. It's just a tremendous staff.
Absolutely.
A lot of them have
No
been
doubt.
there for years, so they do a great job every day. Also, our PTO, they do a tremendous job putting on these events in the evening for our families. And really a shout out to our students and families because they come to everything, whether it's, in school or after school, any kind of special events. It's just a great atmosphere and environment to work in and be a part of. So,
and you too are a big part of that. So thank you. For
Absolutely.
what you do
Thank you.
Every day.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. Next week, Chris, I know you won't be here, but it is French. It is National French Language Day.
Oh, wow.
So we have Mary Ayer, the teacher from Westfield High School, with a couple of students. They're going
Very
to teach us
nice.
some French.
That's cool.
And we may have some French cuisine to
Any
celebrate.
French food?
I think we might work that up. That's where I'm heading next after the show to see what we can do that's
See what can be
French
made.
next week. So I'm sorry it was not a regular food day, and I didn't know that you wanted to eat popcorn, but this is a nice
Yeah, but you
treat.
got a
That's
nice
very
treat.
nice.
So you got
Thank
a nice
you.
treat.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, that's a wrap for our show. We will see you next week, and have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Be safe, everybody.
Tonight it's very clear as we're both lying here. There's so many things I want to say. I will always love you. I would never leave you alone. Sometimes I just forget, say things I might regret. It breaks my heart to see you crying. I don't want to lose you. I could never make it alone. I am a man who will fight for your honor. I'll be the hero you're dreaming of. We'll live forever, knowing together that we did it all for the glory of love. You keep me standing tall. You help me through it all. I'm always gone when you're inside.